nigga, penitentiary chances to get cash. Crash, trying to live fast, pray shit, it don't get snagged. Niggas got life, so they families behind that thin glass. Got niggas dying in that cell like Aaron.
Yo, boy.
My guy,
Yo.
my
What's good?
guy.
What's good?
This my guy for the night. This my guest tonight. We was vibing real quick before he got back on and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, I ain't gonna tell your story. Like, tell him who you is first. Tell him who you is.
Brandon Savage. Everybody uptown call me Keys.
Key.
From
This is good.
Simons.
Mm-hmm.
From Simons. Just a ball player. That's all.
All right. So
That's all.
say your origin. Like how you come up. Like how you came up. Like
No,
what block?
just I'm right over Andrews by the cemetery. That
Mm-hmm.
just been hooping since a youngin', that's all.
Yeah.
With y'all, everybody, pretty much
Everybody.
everybody around the way. But
Everybody.
yeah, I just start. Like around, I guess around sixth grade. Matter of fact, I
Yeah.
start really going like into the point where this is what I want to do every day.
Yeah.
Like all day, every day, all I want to do is hoop. You know what I mean? But I mean,
Sixth grade.
about that, yeah.
Yeah.
That was around the same time when you and H was playing 14s, me, Kendall, Rule
Yeah.
was all 12, Kyrie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like
Did you like
like
Kyrie though?
hell yeah, he was tough.
Kyrie was crazy, wasn't he?
He
Kyrie was crazy.
was tough.
Crazy.
Yo, I
Crazy.
I always be thinking like I be looking at other people that like what skills they had. Kyrie had a lot of skill when we was young boys, yo.
I think he
Like
had that shit naturally,
it
bro.
was just like, and he didn't even really like he played ball like when we was young. Like
Mm-hmm.
he played ball every day, but he didn't really take it serious. Like it
There's
was
that.
just come game time, he ready to hoop. Like
Yeah, yeah,
you
real
gonna
right,
get
real right.
everything. You know what I mean? But
Real right.
he like
Rest in peace, Reed too. Rest in peace, Reed too,
definitely,
bro.
yo, definitely.
Rest in
I
peace,
be thinking
Reed,
about
bro.
that boy. I be thinking about that boy all the time, man.
Bro, crazy, bro. Rest in peace, Reed. Everybody know who Reed is. Like everybody know who Reed is, especially you from the era, bro. Everybody know who he is, man.
Yeah,
But
but he was like our whole team. Like you gotta think about it, like we was all young. That
yeah,
whole team was tough. Like
y'all had a crazy team.
this was like I was the youngest one on that team. We was rocking and rolling every like you remember we had that John jumping. That was back when we used to play first. Y'all played after us.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
whole
That
John,
shit's crazy.
be going in that
Going, bro.
but yeah, that was it. Like that was when I really started and to the point like really got in love with like to the point this is what I want to do every day. And
But
then around
what happened for them for them stop playing? I forgot what happened when they stop letting us play like that in the inside like that. Like
it
I
was
forgot.
we was
We
they
still
had
drawn.
it. They no, it wasn't that because you know like we would draw, but you know Willie still like feel like he had control. Like them young boys ain't gonna get too out of hand. I know all of them. They cool. You know what I mean,
Yeah,
it wasn't like
yeah.
that. But like around, I think because remember when the old heads got into it when they had the unlimited John,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
they stopped that John.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
it.
I got
I think that was the John when 75th and Forrest got into
you. Yeah, 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 yeah. But it was a good joint though.
Yo,
It was a
that
good joint. It was popping, but I
definitely.
think I think that shit. I think that just caused. I think Brother just like yo. Listen, if it ain't the young boys, I'm only giving y'all instead of this shit being open all day long. I'm giving
Yeah,
y'all to like 3 to 6 or something like that.
yeah.
After pass, because after that, like we gonna start. I think he was doing some other stuff. I think they was playing soccer or he had some youth stuff going on in there, some stuff like that. Like so,
But
you
you
start
know,
having like
I
really
think
like different.
that came with like you know when they be changing directors and shit. A lot of directors
Oh,
like a
oh,
lot of
that
them
too. I forgot. Yeah, that happened too. You're right. You're right. You're
like
right. You're right.
cause like some of the directors they wasn't scared to have the young kids in there because they felt like if shit get out of hand, I could say that I mean I ain't scared of them, you know.
Yeah.
But you had a
And
couple
they knew it.
directors that
Like,
yeah,
Ronnie really knew it, so he felt comfortable enough to have us do it. You know what I'm saying?
and
He
then
can
you
tell
had
people to
right, and then you had some directors that come in there. They might not want their crowd. They might only want it when Willie there, or they
yeah.
might. I mean, they might be scared of the kids from the neighborhood. So like certain shit changed with the directors changed, but like,
Mm.
that was when I really felt I mean, really fell in love with it. And
Fell in
then
love with
like set around like eighth grade, I start really like getting good around there. where I really started to like separate myself,
What year was
and
eighth grade though for you?
that was 03, 04, around there.
I remember you start getting. All right, I start remember
That's
seeing
when
you.
that was when that was right when I left. I left Leeds and went to that school St. A's for eighth grade.
Mm.
Right there
Oh,
on
tell
the
me about
Catholic
that.
John. The Catholic John. That John was a crazy experience because going from public school to Catholic,
Mm, mm,
it's like going fast paced to just slow down. Like I mean,
mm.
and then you
But
be
did it tie you up as far as basketball? You became it made you came better like as far as fundamentals and everything.
it was the best part about it. I actually was able to focus on like basketball and stop like cause you know how shit was in Leeds. Leeds was too much fucking fun to
Too
be
much
called
fun.
school.
Too much fun. You
Like
see everybody.
I know Quaddy got being here. Me and Quaddy was in the same class. That shit was like
Yeah.
that shit was crazy, yo.
Y'all
Like
had gym class together too?
me, Quaddy, yep, me, Quaddy, Mike Rose. You remember Mike Rose, curly hair Mike?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Who else was in that joint? I'm trying to think from around that joint.
Hold up. What
I
culture?
can't.
What zone was y'all in though?
We was in communications.
Oh. Oh, y'all
Yeah.
go through with arts and culture? Hold up. Who y'all used to go through with?
Hey, yeah, I see that Quaddy. Oh, I don't know who's the I
I
don't know
think
because we used to be on everybody.
Southern Bites and Coast. I think arts and culture and somebody used to go through with. I forgot what it was. But I
Because
think that was before them. I think it was before
we was
them.
on the first floor. Me, Quaddy, Mike class. We
Y'all
was on the first floor.
downstairs.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, y'all downstairs.
Everybody else was
Mhm.
upstairs. Only
Yeah.
people that was really on our floor like that was Gerald and them. They was at the other end of the hallway.
Yeah.
G and I was at the other end of the hallway, and then but yeah, that's when I left there and went to St. A's for eighth grade.
Shout out to
Yeah,
G too. G Bowman too.
yeah.
He did
But
his
that
little
but
thing too.
that was a big that was like it was a good experience. Good. It was. Yeah, I mean, it shit was boring a little bit at times, but especially
Yeah.
coming from Leeds. But at the
Yeah.
same time, that's why I was able to like focus. Yeah, I mean, play there or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I wound
You
up
see it made you see different players too though, right?
yeah, yeah.
All right,
It
got
just
you.
and be honest with you, it got me ready for like that to play in the Catholic League because I went to Doherty for ninth grade, so
Ah.
that kind of got me ready for that because that shit's a lot slower. It's a lot more like you got really
Mm-hmm.
pick. You know, what I mean, coach really be it's a lot. The coaching is a little better
Mm-hmm.
than like you would get in a pub, but yeah, that was I wound up going to Doherty, played 4 years there, but
What year you first went there?
I went to Doherty right after Kyle Lowry done graduated. So that was Kyle done graduated '04. I was there like '04, '05. That was my freshman year.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I missed. I got locked up that year, bro.
Yep, yep,
That's what I missed that. Yeah, I missed that, bro. That's
yep.
what I said when I seen you. I'm like, damn. I'm like, yo. When they was telling me already about you, like, yo, he getting crazy. But then, you know what I'm saying? I'm already booked. I'm booked. I'm like, damn. Like, I'm listening to everybody getting good at the same time.
Yeah,
Everybody,
yep.
everybody getting good.
And that
You know,
jump
we
and
gonna grow up together. So I'm like, damn. Like, these is you about time then. You gonna see some people make it to the league. Then that's when you gonna see everybody, the other ones just fall back. But
yeah,
then you gonna really see the ones who make it to the league. But you was one of them people that was stepping it up. And I'm like, yo, I was in there for none of that, bro. None
yeah,
of that, bro.
that
None of that, bro.
all that missed all that.
Missed all that.
Like
But go tell
like
me more about the John.
but like ninth grade, that joint was cool. Like, cause part of the reason I went to Doherty, cause like a lot of people, like I don't know, some people might remember, like Doherty had the year before that they had four Division I Big East players on 18. Like
Mm,
between Kyle, Shane, and Bilal was all going to Villanova.
mm-hmm,
Deshaun was signed to go to Providence. Like they was
mm-hmm.
they was like the highest. That was probably in terms of a national level. That was probably the biggest the school ever got in terms of basketball. Like I think they was
Gotcha.
like top 25 in the country. Like
Mm-hmm,
so, like when I went there after that, it was like all right, all them boys leaving, but all eyes still gonna be on the program to see what's next. Perfect
mm-hmm.
opportunity, bang. But they still had a lot of guards like that, a shitload of guards that was still there.
So you played guard though when you was there?
I was still a guard. I was still playing guard when I was there because
Mm.
I hadn't gotten no growth spurt yet.
Yeah, all right.
So when I had got there, like I had a lot of guys. It was a lot of guys in front of me, and then that the year after that, that summer after ninth grade,
Mm-hmm.
I got this crazy growth spurt. So I
I
came
know.
back.
I know, bro. I ain't know you was that tall, bro.
I came
I'm like,
back.
yo.
I came
I'm like,
back like maybe I want to say 6'3", 6'4".
Mm-hmm.
So when I came back there, I'm like, look, man, it's all these boys. And it wasn't like they was all seniors then. They was all like just sophomores, juniors. So I'm like, man, I ain't
Mm-hmm.
waiting until my senior year to see the floor. So
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm on varsity, but I need the playing time that I want. So I'm like,
Yeah.
fastest way that I might get on the floor is just going to play in the paint, play around the basket, especially since we ain't had no
Yeah.
size. We all them 6'9" bulls left. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm like, man, that's the fastest way I can get on the floor. So
Sure.
bam, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna start playing around the rim. But like that kind of for those first two, maybe 2.5 years of high school, that kind of held me back doing that because like I didn't focus as much on is staying sharp with my handle, staying sharp shooting the ball. Like
Gotcha.
and like so them boys thought like we had some shooters like when I was
Yeah.
there we had probably had two of the best shooters in the city with Vinny from down north and the boy Lil that used to play with Oak Lane and shit. They probably was two of the best shooters that we had like in the city. And
But so even though you playing that position, you was was you thinking about like, yo, once I hit my a year from now or 2 years from now, I'm gonna switch my position back to point, or so I'm gonna work on my point guard more, or you just really steady
I kind of
focus on
like
with the position.
I kept growing, so I kind of just stayed with that and tried to find a way to use my old guard game to, you know what I mean, benefit me
Add to
like in
that.
the paint, you know what I mean?
Got you. Got you.
So,
Got
and but like I was still, even though I wasn't, I didn't, so I felt like them first 2.5 years, I didn't really get better from eighth grade. Like, after eighth
you.
grade, the
Mm-hmm.
first 2.5 years, I feel like I didn't get better. So
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really start to adjust, make the right adjustments at least till like
Mm-hmm.
halfway through our 11th grade year. But
Got you.
I was still playing AAU. I played AAU with it's called Kyle Lowry Elite now, but
Yeah.
I mean, but we was called Team Philly back then.
Mm.
And Smack was still playing. We were still playing with them. And I mean, all over the country, we was getting busy with them. But in terms of high school, like in the city, I didn't feel like I really separated myself from that. From when I
Yeah.
first got into high school, it didn't really things didn't get better till like halfway through my 11th grade year. I feel like, and then
Mm.
by the time I'm a senior,
Mm.
everything is like, I mean, I'm comfortable in playing in the paint and all that.
Mm.
I'm 6'5" now. I'm starting to get like add more bounce to my game. So
Mm.
that was cool. Like, and then I wound up deciding to go to Wilmington, this D2 school right in Delaware.
Mm.
Wound up going there, and
You liked
that
it?
I I did because like basically I ain't gonna lie. The decision was hot all about basketball. Like so finding
Yeah.
the right spot. So like Bull, crazy thing is Bull. A lot of people don't know the boy that recruited me there. I had other schools from like playing AAU and all that.
Yeah.
Like I would get a couple interests from like Division 1 schools, like have conversations with them, but nobody made a legit offer. Then
Mm.
a couple D2s like around there D1 D2. That's where I was like mostly like targeting.
Yeah.
And then like they don't like a lot of people know after I was planning on I was thinking about prep going to prep school because I didn't know where I was going to do where I was going to go after my
Mm.
senior year. So like it's like after the season my senior year I'm in the gym. This old head that used to coach the girls team used to have workouts in there. So he used to
Mm.
open the gym up, let us come in there and work out. So he called us out like, man, I got a couple D2 coaches that's coming to the gym. They just want to see any guys that that I mean from the school that's thinking about going that just about to graduate this year. So boy in the John, we come up there to work out. Me and this other boy that was a senior,
Mm.
and we in there rolling. He brought these like semi-pro boys up to hoop with us.
Mm.
So we in there like rocking. I ain't even peeped the whole time. It's a coach right in the corner.
Mm.
And after the joint, he walked right up to me like, "Look, man, this my name, blah blah blah." Asked me and my teammate like, "Yo, I want to offer you a joint right now. You come to Delaware,
Yeah.
play for me, like right then." And I'm like, I sat on it for like maybe a month, month and a half. Then I was like, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this joint." I went out there to see the campus and everything, like nice, small, low key joint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, but not too far from home. So I was like, I mean, it's about
You can
45
still
minutes.
move
That's
back and forth. It'd be easy
yeah,
to move back and forth and everything like that. Yeah.
yeah. So
Because
like,
I don't think a lot of people know how hard it is, like especially when you're in college and you're in school and all that type of stuff,
yeah,
going back and forth from school, bro. Like even like far as like the money wise, like taking care of yourself for the first time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Then you run it back
that
and forth,
to be
all
honest
that.
with you, school is when you really like when you go to college that you really
Yeah,
see like yeah, it's a real drastic change. It's like it's usually like that for everybody because you go like you said go from taking care your parents taking care
yeah,
of you about you being on your own you gotta like, survive or whatever.
yeah.
But
But I think that's what I was saying before. I forgot who I was talking to. Like, I said, yo, I think a lot of people when they make them college or them when they know they them bored or whatever, them changes. I think they need to get like a mentor, like to really like guide them through it though,
yeah,
because it'd be hard. It'd really be hard. Like, think about like you ain't buy just like I'm just say the simplest thing. When you live at home with your mom and all that, you don't got to worry about buying no toothpaste, soup, toilet paper. You don't got to worry about none
right,
of this stuff.
right,
Like,
right,
yeah, all this stuff is a priority. You get even though some people get money and everything, but you got to budget it. When you come from the schools and stuff that we came from, like, you know what I'm saying? Coming from
yeah,
we not taught like how to budget. Like, we gonna spend it, thinking something else is gonna come behind it.
right, right,
Or
and that's
struggle the last 2 weeks until you get the next, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. Reef, I see you, Reef. But like that's where I think a lot of guys get that kind of really separate a lot of guys if you don't make that right adjustment or whatever.
Yeah.
Like now, a lot of times you got depending on your school you go to the program, they kind of like
Shady.
really pretty much doing a lot for you like still. But if you
Yeah.
go into like a small program to where you kind of like on your own still, and you
Yeah.
don't got that much, they don't have that much resources. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a big adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
But like all that, like the cool that joint was cool, like adjusting or whatever. I mean, we had an apartment. A couple of my teammates, well, we got together, got an apartment up that joint. Like that, everything was cool then. But the basketball, as
But you
far as go ahead,
but ain't you elite like the same age. Ain't you like the same age?
Leak is a like year behind me in school. I graduated '08, he '09.
So so when you went to his school, you ain't never think about like yo like going because I know we everybody played basketball together.
Yeah,
It was never no conversations like yo like because at that time you got to think about the people who was really taking it serious at the time. Even though
listen,
I was home, so I'm asking like it was never no conversation like yo we should all go to the school or we should all like try to get over here or what like
listen. I'm glad you brought that up. Right
yeah
here's the crazy thing. Like when I was about to come out of school before I decided I was going to Wilmington. I was still ain't know where I was going, but like we used to. This is back when they used to allow like high school players on campuses a lot. I
yeah
think they kind of shutting that down a lot because dudes probably be violating NCAA
yeah
violation shit.
yeah
But
yeah
like we used to with Kate with Team Philly we used to practice at Nova a lot, and like
mm,
we had that connection about Kyle going there or whatever, and like a lot of like we used to be up there like and they was recruiting leak heavy. Because
mm.
Leak gave a verbal commitment to them like the sophomore year, I think. His
Dang,
sophomore
that's
year, my junior year.
crazy.
So they was like, man, that they had wanted him, and he was kind of like at one point got hesitant, like, man, I don't know if I want to come here still.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
listen, they
But he
wanted
got the contract though. But he had that
no,
contract though.
but see, that's the thing. They don't let you sign the joint. You don't sign the contract, the letter of intent to your senior year. But
Oh
this is
shit! All
like
right.
so he gave a verbal commitment. That really don't mean shit. That ain't that's just him saying, yo, I want to go here, blah blah blah. I'm
Yeah,
committed here.
yeah.
Like, but around that time, Leak was McDonald's All American. You know what I mean? He
Mm-hmm.
was top five in the country of guards.
I
Like
saw that, man.
he was making moves. Nova wanted him bad. So like when they start like we was in John one day, one time they didn't see they was gonna let me come there and fucking walk on. This is how bad they wanted to keep him there. Like that's
Tell me. That's crazy. Go ahead,
yo,
and tell me.
they wanted leak bad. They like look man. They like we need you. This is all you can't leak
We take
because
the
like
whole family. We take everybody.
but because leak was kind of like
Yeah,
hesitant because leak. I think leak wasn't planning on being around there. That I don't think as long as he was there
yeah,
because he wound up staying there 3 years before he went to the league. But
yeah.
it was probably about like he was thinking about coming out of there because like other schools start hitting him up like, look, come here, this
Yeah,
bull coming, blah blah blah. Like he was really about to like think about decommitting.
yeah.
one day, and we had him sitting there talking. He like, look, yo, you can go to this school, go to that school. And he used to tell the niggas like, man, I ain't going to no school fucking 6, 7 states away unless my boy coming with me, unless my guy coming with me. He fucking
That's
crazy.
crazy. That's heavy though. That's how
But
it's supposed to do though. That's heavy though. That's heavy. That's
but
heavy.
no, he had that. But I used to think about that though, like me and him going to school together. But in the back of my head, I kind of wondered. I would have. I know if I'd have did that, I would have always wondered what I could have done, like
Without
playing
it.
at where I was, like where my
Yeah.
level was right there. Because
Yeah. Got it.
Leak was fucking McDonald's All American.
Yeah.
I would have been able to. I would have probably been able to adjust to that, but
Yeah.
I would in the back of my head, I would always wonder like, damn, I wonder what if I'd
What
have
if
did
that?
this, what I would have done
Mm-hmm.
on my own. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
but no, he definitely understood that. Like
Yeah.
he
Yeah. Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
understood that.
Yeah. That's family. You already know. I already know he understood that. Definitely gonna understand that.
But yeah, that's why I like wound up going to the John out Delaware, and that was it was good and bad. Like, but the good, it was good or whatever because I played right away and all that. But the hardest part adjusting to was like losing and all that. Like we wasn't good our first year, and it
Everybody
was
hate
like,
losing.
and
Everybody hate
it ain't the
losing.
fact that hate like losing. Like I really learned the difference from like because my we was playing when me and Leak was playing AAU like all that.
Yeah.
We was like we was playing for one of the best programs in the city, like not just in the city but in the country, like one of the top Adidas programs in the country.
Yeah.
And so like when we come in, like the expectations is just different.
Mm-hmm.
Like we expect to win every game. We expect to be on top. Like so like going to there or whatever. The adjustment was like, man, I just come from a winning high school program that was used to winning, and come from a winning AAU program. Like it was a like mentally you just had to adjust to that. Like
Mm-hmm.
that was probably one of the toughest parts. And then I realized like guys that I was there with, that was on the team, like some of them, everybody wasn't in for basketball for the same reasons. I should say.
Gotcha.
Like,
Gotcha.
yeah, I mean, like where I come from, like in the city, we all play ball because not only we love the game, but we want to use it to
Yeah.
elevate to your
Yeah.
life after that. Your life
Yeah.
after, whether it be dudes that go to the league or dudes that want to
So,
use that.
so would you say they wasn't serious as it, or
It
just using
just it.
it?
I don't say they weren't serious, but they wasn't in it for the. I feel like some of them wanted in it for the same reasons I was.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you look, because you gotta think about it though too. You got folks that's really making American, all American. These
Yeah,
they probably like, yo, listen, I'm just using this. We gonna ball, get my little degree, to get up out of here or whatever. Like you look at it like, yo, listen, I'm really trying to be in them MBAs and I'm trying to be there after that.
right, right.
And some people probably like, yo, I'm cool with this right here.
Yeah, and
You
like
know what I'm
guys,
saying?
I want to say they love the game. It's just I guess life came made it put to a back
I
seat.
told you the college stuff has become different.
Right. So like I mean, some of them had to get jobs or whatever. Some of them had
Yeah.
to do that. Especially like a couple of guys that wasn't getting full rides,
Mhm.
like they might have had to get a job or whatever. So like
Mhm.
I understood it, but at the same time, like yo, this we all like this college. You dealing with grown men. Like you got to be
Was
either
they in a
all
gym?
in or
Was they
not.
in a gym? Was they in a gym still? Like, or people like
I
skipping them
mean,
gym practices and
I
stuff?
mean,
Like, was
no,
it
they
like
show
that?
up for practice. They show up for practice, but it was just enough. One of the other things that I got to say,
Yeah,
it wasn't the fact that they wasn't focused. I think they were so used to losing before then. Like a lot
and
of
got
them,
comfortable with it.
yeah, yeah. I think some
Gotcha.
of them, like, because after games we might lose, and I would look at guys and like they energy wasn't on the same that I was on. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
like that, I think that kind of got under my skin. But like, I like talking to my coaches, I was able to like rap to them, like find a way to talk them into like, I
yeah,
mean, like yo, you got it, like fuck that, what you talking about? Like we just lost this game, blah blah blah.
yeah,
Like so
yeah,
basically, like just finding ways to get them into like to pay more attention and give it like a more winning attitude, more like
yeah, yeah. Like,
that's all. That's all it
like
really was. That was
we gonna come back. Like, we're not gonna get used to this. We're gonna come back. We're gonna fix our mistakes this game. We're gonna come
right,
back and
right,
try to make it work. Yeah,
right.
gotcha, gotcha.
Like that. You don't really understand how big of a winning attitude is when it comes to shit like that. Like and
Did you
how
ever
you
play? Did you
carry
ever?
it.
Did you ever play? Did you ever play stick?
Yo, here I'm about to tell you.
Because
Here the crazy
he
thing.
probably got a story. Let me tell
I don't
you.
know. Oh, I think yes. I think still on here.
Yeah, he right there.
Remember when I told you like with the whole Dougherty situation, how that played out, right? And individually, that wasn't the best for me. Stitt and Zeke was trying to get me to go to McDevitt at first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, that would have been hard,
And here's the thing though. Here's why that would have been. And I wish I would like now in hindsight. Now that it's all, I can look back on it. I should have listened to them because
Yeah,
Stitt was like, yo, come to McDevitt. This is like out of eighth grade. Because at that time, I'm left-handed. So the only dudes uptown who I'm in the gym stealing moves from is Stitt and
yeah.
Ebo. They both the left-hand guards.
Left hand motherfucker,
I'm
yep.
stealing all this shit. So like what Stitt was like, yo, come to McDevitt, because Stitt was gonna be a senior my freshman year.
Yeah,
Instead, like at the worst case scenario, you playing behind me, you my backup in varsity your freshman year.
yeah.
Best case scenario, we the same backup, we both starting, we the backup in
Mm-hmm.
varsity. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's how
Mm-hmm.
Stitt was looking at it. And he was like, yo,
Yeah.
uh and he was like, by the time I leave, this will be your show. I mean, ain't nobody,
Okay.
everybody kind of left. Zeke going, Tone going. Like it's
But
just me left.
I still went there, though, right? Then I went there.
I'm not sure what year that was though. I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know. I don't think Axe was there that year. I would have been there. I don't know. I don't know how long Axe was there.
I don't think, yeah, I'm not sure neither. I'm not
I
sure
got
neither.
asked. But and then the crazy part is that year. I think that was the year Stitt broke his collarbone playing football like that year. So like, had I went there, yeah, still wasn't even have been playing. Still would, cause still I think was still hurt into the season.
Reef said he was the best around, best up to him. That, that Reef.
Reef was tough too though.
Reef,
I
yo,
remember
cut it
them.
out,
I
yo.
remember them days, yo.
Yo, cut it out, bro.
Hey, yo,
He was the
Reef.
fat boy that want to dribble all day long. Like,
Yeah,
that
but
shit was corny, yo. Like,
Reef had
take that
game
shit to
though.
the paint. Take that shit to the paint, bro. Like,
Reef had game though, and wasn't nobody moving him either. Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. But he had game. He tried to be a point guard too much. That's the only thing is. My
yeah,
thing was, I'm like, yo, you too big. Stop trying to be a point guard, bro. Take that shit in the paint. Like, you know what I'm
Reef had
saying?
Reef had game though. I used to like Reef game though, and
Like,
he used to talk shit.
yeah, he talked shit and missed the shot. And missed the shot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Stitch just said Stitch that was Stitch senior year. Yeah, I was right. That was Stitch senior year. He broke his collarbone. But that so I would have pretty much had to replace him pretty much because I think his John
That
was
would have
still.
been that would have been heavy though, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
That would have been heavy though, bro.
yeah.
That would have been heavy though, bro. I think that probably would have been a changer though, bro.
It would have, but it would have let me still been able to be a guard. It would have
That's
still
what I'm
been
saying.
able
You
to
still could have
develop
been
then,
you.
right there. Like and at that time, it would have been a bit of fact because shit, I ain't know I was gonna be 6'5", 6'6" at the end of the time.
That's
You know what I
what
mean,
I'm saying.
so right, right,
Like that shit would have been crazy. Like, and then you still be able to play your position. At the
yeah,
same time, you still having fun. These are people you playing with anyway. They got the same mindset as you.
right, right, right,
Like you ain't got to get used to nobody playing with these playing with the same people you've been playing with your whole life. You know what I'm saying?
right.
It would have been way different, bro. But
Yeah,
go,
but yeah,
go. Tell me
but
how
they
it was up
definitely,
to school.
huh?
Tell me how it was up to school though.
School, but yeah, like the school, everything was like getting adjusted to that. Like, but after my freshman year, my the coach that brought me in got fired.
Mm.
So he was telling me like, yo, he had hurry up. He had immediately got a job at what was it? Like our rival school. I think Goldie Beacom. I think that's the name of it.
Yeah,
Like it was like maybe probably like 20 minutes away from there. And he
yeah.
was telling me like he was like, yo, as soon as I took the job, they asked me if I can get you here. And I'm like, man,
Mm.
I don't want to play for nobody. You know, I came out here because you brought me out here, but like if I ain't coming there, I ain't transferring there unless you could promise me you gonna be there for the rest of my, I mean, for
Yeah.
years.
That's real fact. Fact. Fact.
So
Fact. Fact.
like, so like, I'm like, he like, no, I don't know how long it's gonna last. He like, I only can guarantee this one year. I'm like, no, I ain't making that move. So I
Yeah.
wound up staying the second year. And then
Mm.
like we was cool. We made the playoffs, but we lost in the final, losing in the first round. But like the year was
First
better.
round.
We got a lot of guys back that had the red shirt and had to sit out there that
Mm.
year and all that.
So,
So
so that was your best year. That was your best year right there.
that was that yeah, for that team that was the best year. Yeah,
All right, go.
yeah. But that was the best year there. But they and then right after that I didn't really get along with the coach like that. And
All
so
right.
like maybe I want to say about I decided maybe 5 games left in the regular season, like before playoffs even hit that. As soon as this
Mm.
was over, I was out. Like so I wound up talking to my coach who I played AAU with, Kyle Sample, like, yo, I'm like, as soon as this joint over, I'm asking on papers, I'm like, I gotta get out of here. I don't think I can play on the board the next 2 years.
Yeah.
And well, he was like, all right. He started got me talking to coaches for me and all that. And he wound up getting Westchester on board. And they was already like trying to
Mm.
bring in a couple other transfers that I had played with. They
Mm-hmm.
they brought in they was planning on bringing in Malik Alvin because
Oh
he was
yeah.
transferring from Binghamton at that time,
Mm.
and they was trying to bring both of us in together, and then like I want to say once I got my papers, no more than maybe 2 weeks later is when I caught that bullet.
You caught what?
That's that like 2 weeks later is when I got shot. That's when I
Oh shit.
got hit
Oh yeah.
by
That
like
shit.
2 weeks after that. But yeah, that was supposed to be the move after that though. Had that not happened,
So even not to go too deep about it.
Giving it all. Let's go.
Can you explain like the situation for like a little bit, like not to go too far, like you know what I'm saying?
I just was out, went out one night, and when I was home, came back
Yeah.
and the was down by I want right off
Because
like
hold up,
right
let me tell you, I never knew nothing happened to you, bro.
right right.
I never knew it. Like until I forgot what happened. I forgot what happened. Then I'm like somebody said something about you. I'm like, what? Oh, matter of fact, I just thought you stopped playing ball.
Uh-huh.
So I think remember when Marlon came over there to your crib? It was like for your birthday or something like that. I was supposed to come over there with them.
Yeah. It was down west. It was down with yeah.
Yeah,
Alex and Marlon them came up.
yeah. I was supposed to come down there with them.
I
I'm
think
like, yo,
Ryan
let
was
me go
too.
do something. But until then, I still ain't know nothing happened yet. Like for real, for real.
Right.
I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Then
They
somebody broke it down to me. I'm like, yo, damn, like, yo, that shit crazy, bro. Like, but yeah, no, go, get it to them.
I
Like, let them
was
know. Like,
I was in down Washington Lane and Ogans around there.
yeah,
Came out, got out the car, like right near the gas. You know where the gas station at right there.
bro. I told you, I don't know. I ain't know nothing about none of this shit. So this shit all like where you got it, where it was at, and all this shit is all new to me, bro. Like,
Right around there, right off Washington Lane. And got out the car, and I just not too long after I got out the car, that's when I heard the shots.
yeah,
And it was I couldn't see anything where it was, like I couldn't see
yeah,
where it was, but I
yeah,
heard it, and like before I could even like react to it, you know how you be like you hear gunshots all the time, so before you can
yeah.
even
Like
really
you don't
react,
do it, like especially from the hood. Like you don't, you
you
like, all right,
you
yeah,
depending on how close it is, how loud it is, you might look over, see. I mean, you make sure you're
yeah,
cool, you keep going. I couldn't do none of that. Like for whatever reason, I'm like I don't know what's wrong, but I can't move, can't do nothing. So I turn around, right, and after the shots hit, I couldn't move or whatever. So I'm
So how
trying to
many times?
look.
How,
I'm
how,
trying.
many, how many times you got shot though? Like there was a
It
one
was
shot.
it was two. One hit my neck, one hit my arm.
All right, got you,
And
got you.
so when I try to turn around, can't turn, can't look, can't move, can't nothing. Next thing I know, like I want to say for maybe 2 3 seconds. Next thing I know, I just fall forward, hit my head, and
Mm,
was out.
crazy, bro.
Just that fast.
Crazy, bro.
But yeah, that like but so after that, like it was like in the hospital for a couple months.
Yeah.
For the rest of the year, it happened around May. Happened in May, like towards the end of May.
Yeah.
So
So was they have to work? Did all right, like far as the surgery, like was like I know your family was I know you probably was unconscious, but did they even was they scared? Like was they was like worried like or the
I
doctor
lost.
told you like they was gonna be cool?
I was unconscious then. I woke back. I woke when I woke up. The ambulance. I could hear the ambulance.
Okay.
So it was like right there. I woke up, but I couldn't like. Of course, can't move, can't nothing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't even open my eyes, but I could hear everything.
All right,
Got on
gotcha.
the right when I got on the ambulance is when I went like when I passed out again.
All right,
Then
all right.
I didn't wake up again till the next day. I mean, everybody's in a room, family, blah blah blah, doctors, all that.
I'm the law though. I'm the law.
So
I'm the law, bro. That's crazy though, bro. So did you so all right, right there. Did they tell you like your situation or did they
yeah,
say like
yeah.
oh
They
they
told me
told you
that.
right there?
Yeah, they told me the extent. They was like, bullet hit your neck, and like it pretty much shattered my vertebrae. So they had to use once the swelling went down. Like a couple weeks later, they had to put like plates in and
Yeah,
screws
yeah.
to put my spine, pretty much put my spine back together. Like because the
Uh-huh.
bullet had shattered that joint. And they so like all that once I got out the hospital, it was like 5 6 months of rehab,
Yeah,
couple setbacks in rehab, and I ain't come
yeah,
back. I ain't come home to December, maybe right the week before Christmas that same year.
yeah.
Yeah. So like, but yeah, I knew the extent right away.
That's crazy, yo, bro. That shit. But did you all right? Not I don't want to name no name. But did you have an idea like why it happened or
No.
what or you just like yo I just walked into some bullshit that wasn't for me or
Yeah. Of course, I used
that's
to think. Of course, I used to like you
you
sitting there
put on
thinking
it a
like
little bit. You put on it a little bit, yeah,
because everybody thought because remember that was around the time when shit started picking up and getting like around there.
yeah,
So I think a lot of people assumed it was that,
yeah.
but no, it wasn't. It wasn't that though.
Uh,
But
that's just
it was
crazy,
just
yo, bro.
just a straight wrong spot. But
Wrong spot, bro.
like yeah, I be telling that's why like but like it was like then I used to understand why like when I used to go up school and I'd come home maybe for a weekend or whatever and like still fleeing I'm be like yo what you doing home oh no I came do this that like all right get
Yeah,
back on the road as soon as you know what I mean
yeah,
get back on the road
yeah,
as soon as you come you know what I mean as soon as you
yeah.
done with that get back on the road get back to school but they used to be on
You
that
know
type
what
of
I
time
think?
all the time.
I think that's probably our fault too. Like we be loving our hood too much though, bro. Sometimes though, bro.
Yeah.
Because honestly though, bro, like that should be like mind you, like people don't know. Because I take my experience in incarceration as like almost like college. Like it's almost like a culture shock.
Right.
Like it's way different. Like way different from anything you ever known. Like
Yeah.
we used to a certain lifestyle. You get up there, it's a whole different people talking different. People people from a whole different towns, different cities, different states. You got to mingle with like,
Right.
and sometimes you build good relationships and everything, but it's just different. Like people is different. People
Right.
talk to you different.
Right. Right.
Conversations is different. Like
But that was
you
like you
and
said,
you
that
just
it is pretty much the same thing. Obviously, two totally different aspects, but
yeah yeah
the
yeah yeah yeah
same
yeah.
that same culture shock that you get.
That same culture shock though, bro. Same culture shock, bro. The
Yeah,
same culture shock, man. And you know, I think it's a lot of kids like that stay on like say you stay on a block like yo think about Kyrie. Just
right,
think about Kyrie. Not
right,
talking about the situation, but just think about like how his mindset was like he only knew he only knew the hood. Like he
right.
imagine if he just took himself out of the hood and really just maneuver and move. I think he could have been great. Like you know what I'm saying? It would
Yeah,
have opened
we
his mind up a little bit more. You know what I'm
talked
saying?
about that. Yeah,
Like it would open his mind up to more like, yo, it's more shit than this than being out on this block or doing this or doing that or doing that. Cause we, you know, every day, every time you get bored, we used to go up Simons.
right,
We see
right.
everybody up Simons. We just walk up
All
Simons
night, all
all
night.
night.
Yeah. Then when the lights go out, we walked
The
around and
lights
we
go out, we
bullshit.
still
Yeah,
probably still trying, we still trying to shoot.
yeah.
Like we
But
still
no,
there,
that
like they're like, yo, the lights cut off. Like, and yo, and remember, I don't know it not, but I remember the lights never used to cut off like until I don't know if the lights
late.
never cut off or not, but then the lights start cutting off like around like 11, I believe.
Yeah, like
That thing cut off at 11.
I think if
Like,
you like the neighbors complaining, like you know, all that, like you got
yeah,
one on Lane, then you got the people on the from Winston on back to their crib,
yeah.
like
They like, yo,
yeah,
man, y'all still got the people up there. Like they still be doing whatever like, they want up there. Turn the lights off. Like, they gonna leave. Like, you know what I'm saying? They
yeah,
got cameras and everything up there now, bro.
yeah,
Everything. Like,
yeah,
crazy, bro. Crazy, man.
yeah. That's how
But,
it is. Well, I be
yeah,
telling
bro.
that's how I felt this the end of the like this past summer with the pandemic and all that. Like
Yeah,
you seen a lot. I seen a lot of youngins who like normally would have been playing ball somewhere or AU
yeah,
or playing football somewhere, practice, blah blah, blah
yeah.
like getting shot because they in spots they normally wouldn't be in.
I
Like
know,
but
though.
everything shut down. Like you
Shit
like look at all it.
crazy.
So many like and like
That,
people
look at the murder rate. The murder rate there's nothing to do. Kids ain't in school. Kids ain't got nothing where to go. Everything closed down. All they
and
got
the
is
and the
all they
and, and
got
the,
is time.
and the crazy thing like people somebody who don't live in the inner city like or don't
Yeah.
know younger kids they would think oh they must have been involved in something or they like
No.
but no
No.
like
No.
like you look it was kids like straight A student kids who I mean
They just
played
died.
sports got caught like
That just got caught for being in the wrong place. Some bullshit happened. And
right
mind
right
you, you know what's so crazy though too? I think back when we was young too, it was a lot of bullshit happening, but it wasn't never really no major bullshit.
yeah
You know what I'm saying?
yeah
It was never no bullshit. It was like, yo, we can fix that, or probably a fight break out or something like that. But other than that, like we back cool. You know what I'm saying?
I think like because back then like if you what like I'd be telling like a lot of old heads are like around our way they
Yeah,
don't really condone like a lot of dumb shit for the young but they don't be like
we don't.
condoning like a lot of dumb they really be keeping us straight for a while like I mean
Well, right. We
not
did have
not to say
we had some good old heads around us though, bro.
right
Especially up Simons, bro.
but like not even just the old heads that's regular civilians I mean even like old heads that be in the streets
In real life, yeah,
they still
yeah,
don't condone like I mean so that I think that's one thing that's real genuine about around here, like how it was,
yeah,
how everything was.
yeah. A lot of people they we had like I remember little man using little man before he passed. Like he ain't condone no young boy doing no dumb stuff and all that. Like
Right,
any come up to people games, he come support everything
right,
everything like you know what I'm saying?
right.
They
That's
they don't
especially when you're an athlete, they don't really like they don't let you get into nothing that I mean
and they be
can come
back and they
close.
back you. And they
Right,
be
right.
back. Like when my time,
So
the old heads that really was doing something, even like we talking about the street old heads,
hmm
they would back, they would be backing you 100%. Yo, young boy, do this. Like, yo, man, fact, man, we betting this money on you. You get this, man. We walking off with $500. Like,
yo,
we like,
that's what
what?
like what it was talking about the other day. Like I don't know if you seen it in the comments. Like when we used to go back, like what's the it was like I want to say
Crazy.
about like 30, 40 people on the sideline, all from silence. Like,
Yeah, bro. Real
right.
rap.
The whole sideline be like that. H sport that joint the other day I was thinking about that, like, man, we really was out like
Oh,
out there
everybody,
crazy.
bro. Everybody, bro. Everybody, bro. I think the little nonsense got in between that. I think the more we got older, I think the little nonsense became a little bit more stronger.
Yeah.
But it was still like the people who still was gonna make it out was gonna make it out regardless. Like you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, right.
And that's why I said that's when you can start that's when you can start seeing the ones who gonna stay behind and the ones who gonna make it out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Around that time, like you know what I'm saying? For
You
sure.
start
Like
separating itself. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
I said that's crazy, man. I said, yo, and you know, not to get
H, you
on.
funny. I see you, H.
I remember this girl, she like because matter of fact, it was a girl. She was trying to tell me like a little bit of a story about you, and her. She said, "Yo, you don't remember? Yo, I used to love him. Like I used to love him. He was my crush and all. Like she was going in on you. I'm like, yo, that's my man. Like she's like, yo, but at this time though, this the time you got the growth spurt. I was
Right.
around for that. So she like, you
Yeah.
don't remember you used to come? I'm like, yo, I was locked up by then. Like, I was gone. I was gone. She said, yo, he was him. Like, I used to look at him. I used to look at him all day. We used to call. We had a little nickname for him and everything. He didn't even know. I'm like, yeah, like real rap. Like I said, yo, I said that's my I said that's folks, bro. Folks,
Yeah,
man.
definitely.
Folks, man. Folks, man. That's why I had to get you on here, bro. Because I really ain't know the story.
Hmm.
And I really ain't even get a chance to really even watch you really even get to your prime though, bro. So
Yeah.
listen, you think even if this stuff if never happened, right?
Uh-huh.
Do you think it would have took you to the next level though?
Uh, I think about, yeah, how them other 2 years, the last 2 years would have been like, but like where I would have went after that, I don't know. Probably tried to stay in ball some kind, whether it was playing, coaching,
Overseas or
whatever.
somewhere like you would have been you would have been balling somewhere for sure.
Yeah, I think my last 2 years would have been perfectly set up for me to get that opportunity. You know, whether I capitalize on it or not. You know what I mean? But I think I definitely would have had that opportunity.
I
Cause
think I think I think that I think them 2 years
yeah,
would have changed your whole. I think them 2 years mindset though, bro. I think that would have took you to a next level, like where you was either gonna go to the league, you was doing something, you was doing something, you
yeah,
was doing something regardless. Like it was ball.
Saturday and Monday, right?
You know
Yeah.
what I'm
I
saying?
and the crazy, you know, what's crazy about that? I be thinking about that when I first started hooping, like around there.
Yeah,
I really wasn't even thinking about no like league shit. Like you know how that be every kid dream or whatever. But
yeah,
be honest with you, when I first started playing basketball, in, like middle school, I
yeah,
just wanted to be, I just wanted everybody uptown to know me. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Cause I had like a small mindset. Like
yeah.
I just want these old heads that's going to college and all. I want them to be
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, that's the young boy. Like, you know what I
That's
mean?
him right there. That's
Right,
him right there.
right. That was all I wanted. Like, you know what I mean?
Cause
I
you know
ain't
we
even
we,
really
we 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 was getting that from like when Ebos and them was walking like when they used to walk up and we was the young boys like, oh, that's him right there, or that's Stop Shakur, that's them, oh, that's him right there.
right,
We was getting those already, like we was getting them look like, you like, yo. And I ain't gonna lie, I had ball dreams.
right.
When I start seeing motherfuckers ball, I'm like, yo, I ain't on that level. I'm cool. I'm good. I'm just happy to play against y'all. I'm cool. Like
But
I'm
yeah,
good. I'm gonna argue. I'm gonna
that was
argue or
how
something. Like,
that was
forget
how
that.
I, that was how I felt when I first started. I wasn't even really thinking about that. I didn't really think about college at that time or nothing like
Mm-hmm.
that. It was just all about like around there. Like as long as
That's
people
crazy.
inside, I felt like as long as people inside me knew how I was. That's what I mean.
I'm good, bro. That's all it was, bro. That's all it was, bro. Sound is everything to us, bro.
Yeah,
People don't know how much people don't remember that shit was all cut off when they had like the picnic tables and shit on the side and all that. They
yeah,
even had it inside and then like everything was outside first and all that. Listen, I missed the outside basketball like real games. Like I seen probably like a couple, but then right after that, this shit got shut down.
yo, you know what I said? Yeah, that's when they used to start shooting at the jump. But like
Yeah,
that was before the gym.
yeah, that's before the
Hey
gym. That's
John,
before the gym.
I was young, but I used to go up there. I think only couple times I was up there. I think my mom let me go to that joint because Big Smack was up there or
Yeah,
something like. That's the only time I remember being up there is when whenever Big Smack was like roughing or something like that.
yeah. You never seen when AI came up there? You was up there when AI came up there?
Oh,
I
for
forgot what.
Doug Kent.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
I think I forgot who he played too. Like he played somebody. I don't know, if it was a young boy or somebody else. I think somebody scored on him some shit, and that shit was lit though, bro.
yeah. That year he came
That
up
shit was
there.
lit, bro.
That jump that had us like. I think that a lot of people don't be overlooking how big that was to our neighborhood
For
too.
us, bro.
Like
That made
Doug
me want to
Kent
play
every year.
basketball. I was cool with playing basketball after that. I'm like, yo, I'm playing basketball.
Yeah,
I said,
yeah.
I'm playing basketball. I said, forget that. And that's Boo's favorite player too. Like we seen. I'm gonna tell it too. While you on here too. We fucking we out at the club and AI walked past.
Uh huh.
And mind you, this is Boo's favorite player of his lifetime, bro. Like
Right.
we all on, he hitting out. This motherfucker, I know this motherfucker, like, and like AI ain't no jerk. Like, you can like, yo, can I take a picture with you real quick? Like,
Yeah.
I know Boo wanted, like, not on no dick and shit. Like, this is favorite player, or bro, just even walking by, like, that's a like. Boo had looked at his face, I'm like, yo, bro, why you don't just take a picture with him real quick? No, fuck. And I know he wanted to so bad, bro. He like, yo, this nigga, yo, that's the GOAT right there, bro. That's the GOAT right there, bro. But we want to be in a VIP. I think we want to go in the VIP and all that shit. Like, we want to buy tables and shit right next to him anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, yo, we this close. Take a pic. Like, come on, bro.
he
Like,
he just
that's his
commented
favorite
that he
player
just
all
commented on that John.
time.
He said I'm a man first.
Yeah. Fuck that. Like, nigga, that's a legend, bro. That shit would have been hanging up on the wall. You tripping. Like, that's a
No,
legend. You
no,
tripping.
definitely.
You tripping, bro.
But no,
But no, but what you got like far as like what you got like to say like to like the youth and shit out here, like uptown youth and everything like that. Like, I don't want to hold you up, you know what I'm saying? But like what would you say to them, like a young somebody that's looking for like to trying to play basketball and everything like that, like, and he got to
listen,
transition to college and all that type of stuff like that. Like, what would you say to him? Like,
listen. I was telling you a while back, like when if basketball is your thing, right, or football, whatever it may be,
yeah,
sports is your thing. Like year after year, amateur sports they starting to try and find ways to make more and more money off of it.
yeah,
So I was telling them was like they're showing a lot more attention to them. If that's gonna be your thing and that's gonna get you want to go to college, you got these hoop dreams, you might as well use it at the end of the day so you can get something out of it.
yeah.
Because whether you go to the league or not, they gonna make millions of money off of you, millions of
Mm-hmm.
dollars off of you when
Mm-hmm.
you in college, NCAA, all that.
Mm-hmm.
Like they constantly making money, finding ways to market you and all that.
They're right. They're right.
At the
They're
end of the
right.
day, you got to get something out of that. I was
You
telling
got to
young
get
boys
some out
whether
of
it's a degree to set you up with a job or another,
it. Yeah, yeah.
or a lot of times it don't even be the degree. Like a lot of times in the basketball world, networking is just as big as graduating from college sometimes. Because
Yeah.
in this world it ain't about what you know, it's who you know.
They're right. They're right.
And you
They're
meet
right.
so many people. Like you meet so many people playing basketball, especially
Mm-hmm.
when you're traveling, you playing with this team, that team.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
never know who got the next opportunity for you when you doing basketball over with.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like it be so many people that be like I be seeing that they go to college or whatever and be like, man, I don't even use my degree for how I'm living now.
But
Like I
but
don't even
hold on. That's what I wanted to say though too. Like, so what you say to the people that got the mindset in their mind like, or I'm going up here just to play basketball, so I'm just gonna get any type of I'm gonna do this easy degree that I know I can slide through. That don't mean nothing to me. I might not be able to get a job from it, but I'm guaranteed on that. I'm guaranteeing that I make it to the league or I'm putting everything to basketball. Would you tell people like to take their time before they really they pick a degree? Because everybody I really know that really went to they be like, yo, I really don't use my degree.
be like a lot of people don't, but like 'cause I don't know if it's because you never know what comes after. Like you don't never know what you're gonna get into after that, what you don't like. A lot of
Yeah,
people might take the route that might be the easiest to pass a class just to get the degree. I
yeah.
mean, I think it's all about what you really want. Like if you really want it or not. Like to me, I just when I picked my major, I only picked what I picked fucking sports management. Like stayed in sports. I know I would at least be
That-
interested in that. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I got you. I got you. I got you. That's what I'm
How I
asking.
was going to use that after, yeah, I had
Yeah.
no fucking clue. But at the
But you
same
know you
time,
was gonna be around that facility. That's something that's what you had passion for,
right,
type thing. I
right.
got you. Got you.
So
Got
that was my main mindset of going in it. But like I was saying, you make so much. I think networking is such a bigger, even bigger now than like degrees like now. Because like you said, a lot of people they getting like they getting all these hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of debt for schools and don't even use the degree that you had. And
you. Hmm.
the way you making your money now is off a relationship you picked up because you went to college or you went and your
You're
guy
right.
got you hooked you up with this position and here.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So it's no wrong way, it's no right or wrong way for it. It's all everybody's situation to be different.
I think they
But
just
like
need to plan it out. Plan it out, man. Like just plan it
but
out.
the main thing I be telling a lot of young boys just make sure at the end of the day you walk away with something like that you wouldn't have got if you didn't play. because they're gonna make money off you in high school. They're gonna make money off of you in college or whatever. When you
Mm-hmm.
bouncing the ball, you playing football, whatever. But
Yeah,
at the end
right.
of the day, you got to show for. You got to have something to show for it. Like,
Yeah, right. Y'all
and
gonna take my money. Y'all better I better have something to show for it.
right, right.
Like I give y'all my time. I give y'all these years. Y'all gotta give me something. Like, come on, man.
Because that I don't care how much tuition is where you at. That
They
that
triple. They still making way more money. Like off you. I don't care if they pay for your joint or not. Like they still
they
making. They make
they
sure they
making
making
that,
their
but
money.
at the same time, no matter how much, I don't care if you get $100,000 worth of tuition or whatever. That and they give you a scholarship to go there for 4 years to play for their school. That shit don't add up to all the hours you
The money
spent
that
in
they really
perfecting
making.
that craft. Not
Yeah.
just the money that you made, but it don't add up to the amount of time you spent perfecting that
You put
craft.
it on. Damn
Like a
right.
lot of young boys been hooping since fifth, sixth grade. Like
Mm-hmm.
practice, workout,
Mm-hmm.
game, practice, workout,
Mm-hmm.
game. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So like at the end of the day, like I said, you gotta find a way to set you up and make it work for you.
You're right. All right. And they got school. You not to mention the school. You gotta go to class. You gotta make sure like you really multitasking crazy up there, man.
You definitely gotta do
Gym,
all that. You
gym,
definitely
all
got.
that stuff, man. All that,
But
bro.
but you know what? Like now in a lot of schools, like in situations like yeah, class important, you call it a student athlete, blah blah blah. But a lot of times at these schools, they treat you like an athlete student for athlete first, student second. Like because at the end of the day, if you ain't getting it done on the field or on the court, they'll recruit right over you, and you be out of it. You know what I
They
mean?
be ash, yeah, yeah. I heard about
You
that.
be
I heard
asked
about
out.
that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta pass your classes and all that. But at the end of the day, if you don't produce
Mm-hmm.
on the field, or especially at these major schools where these coaches got maybe 4 or 5 years to get it right before
Yeah.
they getting fired or whatever.
Or their job on the line and all that.
Right.
Yeah,
They
yeah, yeah.
job on the line. So like you either produce or you get recruited over. Like
Mm-hmm.
But like I think like a lot of youngins don't. I mean, they might depending on who they talk to, they might realize that. But I think my mindset came from me talking to other people that was already in that position.
Yeah. And you had good folks around you too though. Like you had people around there doing the same thing you doing. Like I think it's a lot better when you got people doing the same thing you doing because y'all
Yeah,
feed off each other and everything. Especially at different schools. Like yo, what it is like how it is up there, like what's going
right,
on up there. Like you know what I'm saying? They
right,
got good people around you, like you know what I'm saying?
right,
That's what
right.
it is, man. That's definitely what it is, bro. But I definitely appreciate you logging in with me, bro.
All
Telling me your
day, man.
story, man. Breaking down the story, bro. Because I know a lot of people ain't probably really ain't know what's going on,
Right.
or probably ain't hear from you. And you know, a lot of people it's just good to see you, though, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, definitely, bro.
Definitely good to see you. You know what I'm saying?
All love. Yeah, yo, I see everybody in the comments too. Love, show love for
Yeah,
showing
they
love.
definitely give my boy some hearts and all that too, man. Some hearts real quick for him, man.
Appreciate.